All right guys, back out of the range with Todd Vanlangen from Beretta. Today he's talking about the APX.
I know I usually talk about rifles and stuff. Today we're going to talk a little bit about something that's a little bit more near and dear to my heart, people don't know about, but that's pistol shooting and pistols in general. One of the big things that Beretta has come out with here recently is the update to the APX Mod 0. This is the APX A1. If you were to look at them side by side, you'd see that there's some big differences the way it looks. Performance is generally about the same. The pistol is it's a great combat pistol. I always say that polymer guns are the best guns for combat. That's concealed carry, that's all inclusive with you know, law enforcement, military, and that kind of stuff. Combat's combat. Polymer guns just tend to act a little bit better and tend to do a little bit better as far as reliability and usability goes. So with that said, let's talk a little bit about this new APX A1. So we'll start out here. As you'll notice, they all come RDO capable, every single one of them. The big thing you probably notice, if you've seen the original APX, you'll notice that the slide has got, they went back and retooled the entire thing. So it looks completely different from on the top end at least. The bottom end is all the same, but the top end is 100% different. They went back, they got rid of the Euro styling, went more of an American type cut. The new styling on the slide, the cuts and serrations are great for doing remedial action and whatnot. On the bottom end, if you notice, it looks exactly the same. It still has the adjustable back strap, so it'll fit anybody's hand from small to large. I prefer the bigger one, having bigger hands. It's just nice to put my big meats around something I can grab a hold of. No matter how you slice it, the presentation, the ergonomics are still the same when you push it. When you push that gun out to the target, and you know you're acquiring a target, it's right there. It's right in your, the sights are right in your eye, which for me is a big deal for speed shooting, and also for combat shooting. You want to be on your sights right off the bat. And that's something that even with the RDO, the way this thing was designed, they worked with Burris. The new Burris Fast Fire 4 bolts directly onto the slide. Like there's no plate needed, so there's no height over bore issues like you get on normal guns. That red dot sits just maybe a ½ inch above the bore axis of the pistol, which is pretty awesome. It alleviates a lot of that looking for your red dot and learning where all that's at. And for old guys like me that grew up on iron sights, that's a big deal. I'm not a big RDO fan because of that, but I do enjoy this pistol with an RDO. The trigger is something, they say it's a best-in-class trigger. I would agree with that. I would say it's pretty awesome. As far as polymer guns go, it's hard to beat this thing. It's a little spongy. That's to be expected with a disconnect type gun, you know, a striker fire gun like this. But it's not gravelly like you get with some of your Glocks and Smith & Wessons and SIGs. It's just got a real smooth, spongy pull. And then it's just a crisp break, and it fires every time. When you're dry firing it, it feels a little bit weird compared to some of the other American guns, but when you have ammo in it and you're shooting it for real, it's a smooth firing pistol. Magazines are all still the same. It's got that nice, where the mag just pops out the bottom, it doesn't hang up. As soon as you hit that mag release, it shoots it out the bottom. That's one of my favoriteest things about this is when you turn the gun, like I'm used to doing with Berettas, I'm used to turning them and kind of flicking it out when I go to put a new mag in there to get rid of that old one. You don't have to do that with this. The magazine shoots out on its own, man. It's gone. So that's a real bonus, especially in a polymer gun. A lot of times you don't get that. So yeah, other than that, it's all still the same as it was before. It just looks a little bit different. Trigger's been reworked just a little bit. Other than that, it's all the same. With that said, I'm Todd Vanlangen, Long Range Ambassador for Beretta USA, representing Saco and Tika. And remember, there's no such thing as advanced shooting, just the fundamentals mastered.
Hey guys, I'm Justin with Trigger Time TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about everyday carry pistols. So there's a pistol that I'm intimately familiar with, and it's this Glock Model 45. This is the one that I carry on a regular occasion. It's a little bit larger frame pistol, but I carry a gun for a living, so it suits my needs a little bit better than a subcompact or a baby pistol. Some of the things that I look for in a pistol for everyday carry is a good set of night sights and the ability to attach a flashlight, a light of some sorts, some type of illumination device. So also ease of shooting and the ability for me to go out and practice with it. If I have a pistol that I'm not comfortable shooting on a regular occasion, I'm not going to train with it very much. If you get a little bit smaller pistol, recoil is a little bit more exaggerated and it's not quite as much fun to shoot, but you still can train with it on a regular basis. So this pistol is a Glock 45. The next thing you need to choose is a good holster, okay? If you're going to carry inside the waistband, appendix carry, or 3 o'clock, whichever way you normally would carry, make sure you carry in the same way all the time. Don't change things up on a regular occasion. If you do that, if you get into a bad situation, you may go to the wrong place to grab for your weapon and it costs you time. So this pistol, I've been carrying for many years now, for several years now. It's served me well so far, but the inside the waistband holster, this is an appendix carry holster. So it'll go in the front of my waistband where I know where the weapon is at. One thing I want to point out about your holster is that you don't want it to be so comfortable that you forget the pistol is actually there. Complacency in most any situation could possibly get you hurt. So make sure whenever you have the pistol, whenever you're carrying the pistol, you're always aware of where it is and what condition it's in. Be sure that you can get to it quickly and it's in the same spot every time. Train with it from that location. Consistency is the key. One other thing is to practice getting your shirt out of the way. You need to tailor your wardrobe accordingly. So these are some things you need to consider whenever you're looking for an everyday carry pistol. I'm Justin with Trigger Time TV. Thanks for joining us.